What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer this year. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, excuse me, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled the collector's rare, because I also pulled this. You guys see it. It is a collector's rare B-Cop from the Underworld. You guys have seen it countless times in the past. You guys already know what's up. I am planning on getting this card graded, but never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically ties with today's video, which is this: do you guys want to see Andrade El Ídolo back in WWE? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about, is the recent rumors of Andrade potentially coming back to WWE. Now, obviously, you guys are fully aware that right around 2021-ish, Andrade actually went from WWE to a promotion known as AEW, which was actually Cody Rhodes' creation. No, I don't watch AEW, but apparently from what I had seen on social media and from what I'm reading here, it appears that the former NXT champion faced off against former United States champion Rusev, or I guess now in AEW, Miro, at AEW's last pay-per-view. Well, they're calling it pay-per-view. WWE is calling it premium live event. It is what it is. But no, but apparently they faced off against one another at their big show called World's End on December 30th. And apparently the founder and CEO of AEW, known as Tony Khan, he confirmed at the post World's End media scrum, as they're calling it, apparently. He said that Andrade has finished up, he was finishing up in Jacksonville, Florida, putting Andrade over on his way out. And Khan also stated that he hoped to come to a new deal, a new agreement with Andrade, but unfortunately both sides could not reach one. And now that his contract has expired, apparently apparently now Andrade has left AEW on a high note, following his match with Rusev, giving him credit for Collision's recent great run as well. And obviously Andrade was linked to the whole former WWE champion return tease from this past Monday night on Raw, and it turned out to be none other than The Rock via the return of Jinder Mahal, who we haven't seen Jinder Mahal, nor have we seen Indus that much on Raw as of late. And one could assume that they may end up going back to NXT, because a lot of people had speculated that Indus's time in NXT was not up, but Indus going to Raw was what truth be told was a last minute thing. However, though, as far as Andrade goes, there hasn't been any indication that both sides have agreed to a deal on a possible return. And if you guys were curious, his last match was back in March of 2021, and that was when he requested his release, and he was actually granted his release. And ironically enough, you look at Andrade in WWE and think of what he's done. NXT champion, US champion, competed for the Raw tag team titles at WrestleMania. He had quite the showing and had a hell of a run, not only as the NXT champion, but also as the United States champion as well. And as far as the NXT title goes, think of some of the big matches he had in NXT against guys like Johnny Gargano, guys like Tommaso Ciampa, guys like Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, just to name a few. Think about that. And as far as the United States title goes, I mean, you got the list of who's who. You got the list of who's who. Kalisto, Apollo Crews, again Aleister Black, just to name a few. He's had some incredible matches, but it wasn't until after he had lost the United States title that things didn't really work out so well for Andrade, and he was on a huge losing streak, and that was when he requested his release. And honestly, I'm not entirely surprised. Because right around March of 2021, like right around that time, that was when he, instead of him competing on Raw, we saw him competing on Main Event for the most part, and that was the last time we saw him in WWE. Now that he is a free agent, rumors that he may end up coming back to WWE. Here's the thing, though. Throughout the entire time that he was in WWE, whether it was on the main roster or whether it was at NXT, he was always a heel, no matter what. I'm curious if, because that he was a sort of a babyface on AEW from what I had seen on social media, I'm curious if if they'll make him a babyface in WWE should he indeed decide to return. It's possible, but one thing that has always occurred to me is that for some people, they get more success as a heel rather than a babyface. Like, you look at take Triple H for example. Throughout most of his career, he was a heel, and a lot of those times he went on to win multiple world titles. Yes, there had been a few times where he would win championships as a babyface, but those times he would only hold the title for. Whoa, sorry guys, I bumped my knee on my desk. Anyway, for the most part, those times Triple H would only hold the title for only like a few months, and you look at who's another prime example? I need another like prime example. Charlotte Flair. There we go. Charlotte Flair. Obviously we know that Charlotte Flair, natural born heel. A lot of the times she had quite a bit of success as a heel, but she's also had quite a bit of success as a babyface as well. Both sides, she went on to win championships, and she would hold on to the title for a pretty decent amount of time. It's the same thing with Seth freaking Rollins. When he first bursted out of the Shield as a heel, he went on to win Money in the Bank and became WWE champion and held it up until through November of that year in 2015. So think about that, you guys. Think about that. It's possible that Andrade could end up returning as a babyface, but he could also return as a heel, which is very, very possible, but we don't really know. Honestly, at this point, it's hard to say because for all we know, he might not want to return to WWE. He might end up going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, which we just found out that Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth is his real name, funny enough. Dolph is now working for New Japan Pro Wrestling, which we found out literally just not that long ago. Actually, it was what? It was what? Just this morning I found out? Yeah. Literally just this morning found out that Dolph Ziggler is now going to be working with for New Japan Pro Wrestling, which that'll be interesting to say the very least. But as far as Andrade goes, he could potentially go back. He could go back to WWE. He could go to TNA, which is possible. In which we now found out that WWE and TNA could be joining forces, which I will be talking about that at a later time. But he could go to TNA, or he could go to New Japan Pro Wrestling and continue his success outside of WWE, which is possible. But I will say this. I will say this. If Andrade does come back to WWE, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be a part of Friday Night SmackDown. Why? Because his wife Charlotte Flair is a part of the SmackDown brand. Is it possible that Andrade could end up joining the LWO? Absolutely. Is it possible that he could join Santos Escobar and his crew with with Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo? It's possible. Or he could go at it on his own and rekindle his business relationship with of all people, Zelina Vega. It's possible. Three actually that, but he could also just go at it on his own as a babyface and just do his own thing. 4 paths, only one choice. Only one decision for Andrade to make. But we will have to see what happens over time as we are drawing closer and closer to the Royal Rumble. We could see him compete in the men's Royal Rumble. Already we know that both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk are all going to be entering the men's Royal Rumble match. But it's also possible that The Rock, since he teased a match with Roman Reigns, he could also be competing. He could also compete in the men's Royal Rumble match, which would be his 6th Rumble appearance. I would assume that would be interesting to say the very least. But again, I mean, Andrade could enter. Only time will tell. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.